account 1000. Then here they will be asking for some kind of account assignment keys and all. Okay, so this account assignment key, again, it will be defined by your finance. Okay, after doing this, they'll be connected to a specific GL. Okay, so this is a series of activities which you do and a typical finance posting setup. So once I save it, it will be again generated TR, the transportation request and all. Okay, so all this configuration will be go each and every individual accounts depending upon your scenario. Okay, so I have to just say debit or credit or employee group based. I have to save it. Once I save it, it will ask for a symbolic account here. Okay, so I will just choose that particular symbolic account, and if it is very specific to an employee group, then you may be asked like it will be applicable only for salaried employees. You can choose that. Then you, whether it will be debit or credit, then you can choose those respective options like so it will be debited or credited to the particular GL. Then you can mention those account number here. So in this way, your symbolic account is connected to the specific GL account. Okay, so here in this example, I'm just putting the random, but this you have to define after discussing with your finance counterpart in your typical project. Okay, once you have all this data in an Excel sheet, okay, then you have to come to the system and you have to configure it. Okay, so this is the way we do all this configuration regarding this finance and accounting GL related scenarios. So once it is done, there is something called check consistency. Okay, so this is a kind of a report. Okay, so to check, as we are using for US payroll, we have to choose the country grouping for 10, and this is applicable for all countries payroll. So if you execute this report, it will say for a particular scenario, so you can see the entire assignment here directly. Okay, so here, suppose I am going for US payroll. In this US payroll, for a particular waste type, I would like to see different assignment here. Okay, for suppose I'm choosing California. Okay, if I go inside this, I can see there are different bifurcation here. So there are different withholding tax related waste types and all. So under this, we have how it is connected to which accounts and all. That waste type assignment in a very detail, I can view it in single this tree structure itself. Okay, so how it is connected to each other, symbolic account, all this GL and all, I can view it here. Same goes with a normal waste type. For a normal waste type, suppose I would like to see for country, club or anything, I can see this is my waste type for bonus payment. Okay, under bonus payment, again there are different system people have created, and if it is not assigned, it will be like a question mark here. Okay, otherwise for a company code say 3000, they have assigned to this particular GL. Okay, all this assignment you can always come here and you can see it here. Okay, once it is configured. So any question here, Andy?
I have a few, but first of all, I didn't even understand why we kind of what was the role of the employee grouping alignment? I'm not quite sure I got that point properly. And then is it this particular screen, which type assignment, is it as a result of the previous configurations that have been done?
Yes.
We don't have to do anything here, do we?
No, you do not have to do anything here. So basically it's a report, as I was saying. Okay, it is a kind of report only. Okay.
Yes.
So it's actually waste type. If you see in the top, it is basically a waste type assignment. Okay, display GL account. Like, okay, so which waste type is connected to which GL? Okay, that you can come always here and you can verify. Suppose you are getting some issues in your financial posting. Okay, so instead of going each and every configuration of your waste type, how waste type is connected to symbolic account, how symbolic account connected to GL, instead of going details, directly you can come here. Suppose if you already remember the waste type name. Okay, so suppose I would like to verify a particular waste type. It is covering everything. So I will just go for country grouping 10, and under country grouping 10 for US, I have specific. I've already remembered the specific waste type. Say A9 particular waste type I'm going, and under particular waste type, if it has been used in multiple company code, I have to select my company code. People have created a lot of company code here, I can see. So let me choose a typical, if it is there or not, I do not know. Let's see, putting a random one. Suppose I'm putting this company code. If I execute it, if it is there, it will come. So here actually I do not have any data for this waste type. Otherwise, you will be finding like source system company code. Under that, you will be having your particular waste type which is connected to which GL. Okay, that assignment you will be finding here itself. But this is just for information. And regarding your query, regarding your employee grouping, so that is a feature. That is a feature provided by in your system. Okay, so whenever you're defining this, I'll just show you the example here so that you'll be able to understand. Okay, so here in this example, if you go, suppose again it depends upon how you have configured your PA module. Okay, how your employee grouping is defined. Whether you have defined employee grouping as like this. Okay, like hourly employee or salaried employees. How you have defined it. Okay, it depends a lot on that. If you define in such a way that only a particular grouping will be falling under a particular finance posting. Okay, so that you can decide here depending upon a specific condition.
Exactly, that's what I don't understand. If there is a node that says that an employee grouping alignment, is there a requirement in finance that certain some posting configuration is always along personnel? I mean, employee grouping.
There is no alignment as such. You can define here. For that reason, you will be seeing in this feature, okay, like employee grouping / account assignment. Okay, suppose if you like to change anything here, suppose instead of employee subgroup grouping, I want something else on a different criteria. Okay, suppose I would like to set a different criteria. I can still use it, like return value sub feature or field for decisions operations, depending upon the program. Okay. So you can decide it here something else. Let's say okay, so I think this is the only option that is coming here. Let me put some other example. Field of decision operations. So if I'm putting here, so you have other options as well, like employee status, depending upon your company code. Okay, depending upon, there are different options here. Okay, that options which is more relevant for you, that you can choose. Okay, suppose you understood right, ESG and ESG grouping is not that much relevant for you. Okay, so you can decide based on your personal area, based on a personal sub area. Okay, or you can decide to go ahead with that options. So you have a lot of options here you'll be finding in this feature.
So finance will be driving this. That's basically what I'm saying.
Exactly.
The way finance report does their financial reporting will drive this.
Yes. So financial reporting, your mostly it is not restricted to any of these things. At the end of the day, you are assigning everything to a GL, right? So from GL only they will be connecting to your waste types and also from a reporting point of view, you can decide whether you are going for employee group or employee subgroup or personal area. But from my experience, I have seen mostly people use, because they define this hourly based employees, and they generally define it under employee subgroup. Okay, that is the best way to go ahead with this thing. Otherwise, system has still provision, means you have options whenever you're choosing this decision operation here. Okay, field of decision operation. Once you go to this, then you have to decide your how it will be connected to each other and all. Okay, that to decide. So this is all about decision making, but ideally you have to have a good discussion point, because this requires a lot of multiple meetings. In my, whenever I was doing similar kind of configuration when I was doing the first time in 2013, I was
so basically you have to provide a lot of maybe several Excel sheets that shows maybe which type, number, description, and then corresponding symbolic accounts and descriptions, and then they go through that, you audit it and make sure that everything there is okay before you start configuration.
Exactly. So you have to hold multiple meetings with your finance consultant as well as the finance counterpart in the client side. Okay. So how at present they are counting this the posting is happening. You have to understand the current process. Okay. And what is their future, what they are planning, whether it will be same, they would like to replicate the same thing, or they want some changes in the future system. Okay. So all this discussion actually it's have a, whenever I was telling in 2013-14 I was doing for the first time this thing. Okay. I had a lot of confusion regarding that, and along with my manager, I was doing. So for that reason, there's no issues. So these things actually requires a lot of effort. When I remember at that point of time, we had around 15 to 20 days of discussion for this, which
Oh,
things will be
wow.
going. So, yeah, so a lot of discussion will happen, a lot of brainstorming will happen. Even if you are doing these things, there'll be after doing this, you have to run a prototypes. Like you'll be running for the one set of employees, whether it is working for them or not. Okay, then if it is working fine, then you have to scale it off for other departments. So we had a different altogether different set of like it was very complex scenario for them. So I from my experience it was very but at present not much I'm feeling difficult because of experience it might be, but
Yes.
initially whenever you are doing such kind of configurations,
Mhm.
so you have to be very careful. You have to prepare a lot of things. So from you have to coordinate with a lot of your finance consultant and your finance counterpart in your client side, and how your waste type has been configured. That you better know, right? You are a payroll consultant. You know
Yes.
the characteristics of your waste types, whether that is a positive waste type or a negative waste types, and whether it is is there any restriction for that waste types to a particular group and all. That you better know. That you have to discuss with them. Okay, so then they will be disclosing what are the things they have configured in their GL, what are the typical features. Okay, accordingly you have to have a discussion with those people. Then you finalize this Excel. So how to configure those symbolic account, and which symbolic account will be connected to which waste types and which GL accounts, that you have to decide. After you draw a conclusion, then only you have to come back to the system and you configure it. Okay, so this is an
So
overall.
the each of the GL accounts comes from the chart of accounts.
Exactly. So those are configured by the finance configuration, but I'm not aware of how those are configured. Even
No, I know. I know.
those are purely finance configuration. Those people configure it, and to a particular chart of accounts, those belong to a particular chart of account. Okay. So once you have all those data, only thing is you have to make a connection between them. Okay. So nothing much. Okay. So in the activities, when I say activities in the HR system, you connect waste type to symbolic account, and in the activity in the account system, we connect your symbolic account to the respective GL account. That's all from an finance posting point of view. We configure it. So this is regarding your this thing, and I will now show you in the system if it is there the program for finance posting. So PC00 M99, that is your CIPE.
So which one is this? This is for CIP is
Finance, yeah.
what is CIP again?
This is for posting to accounting. So whenever you are, once your payroll has been run, the live payroll posting has been run. Okay.
Yeah.
So you are going for a simulation posting. So if you remember in the EC payroll sessions, I have covered this.
Yeah.
So at that point of time, actually we do not have to run this manually. So what we have done there, we have created a variant there for this particular finance posting program. Okay. So by using that particular variant, we have maintained in the payroll control center configuration. So as soon as we're running that program, it was running this program actually in the backend. Okay, that is your in EC payroll system. Okay, so this program was running in the backend. Now we will be seeing how this program is actually run in the backend. Okay, so I will just choose. I'm not sure about which payroll area. I'm just putting a random one. Let's
Okay.
see how is there. If there is any variant is there, let's see. It should work. Somebody has already created. Then we'll see that. Okay, so many variants are there. Let's see. But finance posting programs remain, the T code remains the same, PC00M99 underscore CIP, whatever country you are using. Okay, so that program name remains the same. Only thing is payroll area you have to define.